Welcome to Tier 1 Gaming. Can you introduce yourself and tell us what you play?
What's up, Bryce Johnson, and I just got top 8 at the Nashville Regional with Bystial Spright.
Well, show us the goo.
Yeah, the goo, the goo. 3 blue, 3 jet, 1 red, 1 carrot, 1 pixies. Pixies came up a lot just having the extra body for an extender, but also for, I never used the battle phase effects today, I think, but most of the time I use this just to have that extra dark to either go into Gen Buster or extend, and sometimes I just summon this off of starter to make it like 2800 beat stick with Gamma Burst if I shifted a tier player.
I see a lot of people cut that, but
No, I like it. I stand by Pixies. I think cutting this you're cutting a potential just combo piece, like any 2, and this is just a free level 2 body, so I think like just having it in the deck is necessary. 3 swap, definitely correct to play 3 and not 2 because it's an extender with Angler. And I opened these 2 so many times today, and it was so good because you can go like special swap, Angler, and then summon the Beaver, bounce Beaver back to your hand, and then normal it. That was just like super broken.
so nice.
Yeah, it was broken. I'd have like 4 or 5 monsters on my field before I even like start playing Spright cards. So this was definitely like a correct package. Me and Mike theoried this, but 2 Fenrir in the main. I saw this way more than I should have. This broke so many boards, and it was really, really good for forcing out like Soliix, forcing out like so many things, and it helped me break a lot of boards. I might even bump this back up to 3, but this was a really, really good inclusion in the deck today.
Yeah, have this was a lot worse when you have a Fenrir to guard it.
Yeah, facts. Bystials, 3 mag, 3 Druis, and the 1 Saronir. Definitely don't think you need more, definitely don't think you need less either. This was really perfect. Usually, if I'm siding in Shifter, I'll sometimes take out 1 and 1 of these. That way I still have like the 5 Bystials we were normally playing. But now, like I think 7 is just like the correct ratio. 6, you don't see it enough. 7, you're at least opening up 1 and going second, you're gonna see a second one.
Now, be honest with you, man, how many times do you open up Magnum Bud?
I opened Mag Druis like every game against the 4 Ishizu players I played. I summoned Saronir like once, but like Druis Worm was like just the MVP because I could just link it off and make a sprint and go like sprint 1, Druis 2, and it was just so unfair. And then paired with the other hand traps, we played 3 Ash. Veiler's kind of not a standard one. I really like this card, and 3 Imperm, so it's 16 hand traps, and also it's almost like hand trap Spright, but like with Bystials. But these are just like really, this was mainly for like flu underease because I have a horrible flu matchup, but like Veiler also hits like Kit Kalos, Gigantic Spright. If you use like the Bystials or like Ash and Imperm against the mirror, like Veiler can stop the sprint and ends their turn on a really awkward board, and that happened a lot. So this was like really solid. I'd probably definitely keep that in moving forward. Last minute change was 2 pot. We were playing 3, but opening up 2 pot kind of sucks, and seeing 2 pot off of a 6 pot prosperity is really bad. And then 3 starters smashers for a 41 card main deck.
So I've seen a couple people play 2 smashers. What do you think about that?
I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I side double cross and Gamma Burst, so like really the thing is I don't want to brick with it. It's searchable, so you never really need it. And if they mill it off of like the Ishizu cards, yeah, it kind of sucks, but you're probably going to shifter them in game 2 anyways. That's like the only deck that's going to matter, like milling this. But if you go first, you're always going to search it, and you don't have to search double cross over this game 1, so you're 90% of the time going to have that card, so it's fine.
Okay.
Extra deck, 2 Elf, was playing 3, but I was so happy I didn't play 3 today because of another card I played, so 2 is more than enough. Sprint is the MVP of this deck. Dark is phenomenal. I played IP Avermax. This actually let me out my opponent's Avermax, which was kind of nice. So neat little action there. So only 6 links. 2 Gigantic Spright. Ban this card, please. Konami, this card's too broken.
No, he's best boy.
Jin's really good for time and for that. Minobaru was super clutch. Mannequin Cat, I probably won't play this moving forward. I never actually summoned like the Testudo and all the other stuff I sided this in for, so this might become something else. I'm not too sure yet. It might become like a unicorn or something, but this was okay. This card was nuts. I hate this card so much because I hated it, and I hate that it's good. Yeah, because it's for the ninja deck, right? But this was really good because I was playing against a I don't even know who I was playing against. He had just a big 3,000 attack monster on his board. I summon this and I have a bunch of sprites, and I literally just go like attack it. I take no damage, and then poke, burn you for 3, poke, burn you for 3, poke, burn you for 3, and it was game. So like this card was really good for OTKing. And then Downard Zeus made this every time against the mirror today, so it was super good. So like only thing, probably taking out Mannequin Cat for something, but that'll probably be something to theory once we get a little closer to a ban list. And then for the Super Goo, the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh right now, 3 Shifter.
Call me, please ban that card.
Nah, dude, this card's fair.
No,
this card is fair. Pair this with Gamma Burst, the MVP of my deck. Everyone asks me for a translation of this card because they don't know what it does. And I usually just tell them it makes me win. This was mainly for like going second against tier and against any deck that cared about the graveyard. And then this was always going in going seconds because if I could Bystial you or just break your board, I'm going to OTK, which was really nice. This package was more for going first, so the double cross Eric Newman for like tier. And then I also played the Chaos Hunter for Fluunderies. I faced 0 flu, so this definitely could have probably just been Feather Duster or some other just really good card, maybe like End of Anubis or Pankratops, because half my matchups were tier. Resonator, I went into time today, but it didn't matter. Yeah, I actually never even summoned it. I never sided it in. Only had 1 match going to time today. All my other matches got done with like 10-15 minutes, so this was only for time, never summoned it. These were 3 Lightning Storms. Shout out to Mike for these. Let me borrow those. They were really clutch. I drew all 3 of them game 2 against a tier player, and I was really sad. So we'll still probably play this, but I might go back to Twin Twister. 3 Dark Ruler. This card was really good against the mirror. It was really really not much to say about it. I mean, it was kind of niche in certain spots, but in the times where I just needed to break a board with like Fenrir, this plus Fenrir is really good. And then the like gooey one of that won me like 3 rounds was Change of Heart. This card was like literally won me a round where my opponent ended on like Sprend, Rula Kalos, Field Spell Pass, and I had this plus 2 Spright names, and I was like, give me a Rula Kalos, and he's like, ooh, I lose. I was like, yep. So that was the deck. Really enjoyed it. Shout out to Tier 1 Gaming for theorying and testing with me yesterday. Shout out to TCF Gaming Arena in Atlanta for being really great home locals, and shout out to all my homies. And then shout out to my wife, Delaney, for letting me come to this event. I love you, and look forward to the next top.
All right, can't wait to see you then.
Yeah, thanks, man.